Once upon a time, nestled between the towering mountains and deep shadowy valleys, lay the quaint village of Eldergrove. Known for its lush greenery and serene atmosphere, the villagers often spoke of the dark woods that bordered their homes, warning their children to stay clear of its treacherous paths after sundown. Two best friends, Ethan and Kane, were drawn to that very forest one fateful day. Fueled by a thirst for adventure and tales of forgotten treasures, they decided to explore the woods, believing they would be back before sunset. Armed with only flashlights and their boundless enthusiasm, they ventured deeper into the forest. As they strolled along the ancient winding trails, the cheerful chirps of birds began to fade, replaced by a heavy, unnerving silence. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows, and the air grew tense. Despite their growing anxiety, the friends pressed on, adrenaline driving them deeper into the unknown. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the trees, sending chills down their spines. The growl transformed into a horrendous howl, reverberating through the air like unsung warnings of a long-forgotten curse. Before they could think to turn back, a beast emerged from the darkness. A horrifying werewolf, its fur black as coal, fangs glistening in the moonlight. In a frenzy, Ethan and Kane turned to flee, but the beast was faster. Ethan was caught, a snarl ripping through the night as the werewolf lunged, sinking its teeth into his arm. Kane, filled with dread and grief, managed to escape, sprinting through the trees, the anguished cries of his friend echoing behind him. Back in Eldergrove, Kane was left with a heavy heart. He'd made a promise to himself and to Ethan that he would find a way to save his friend from his grisly fate. The village soon became shrouded in fear and suspicion. Ethan's disappearance became the subject of rumors, and the woods were avoided. Like the plague, days turned into weeks, and the moon grew full and ominous. It was on one hauntingly silent night that Kane heard it, cries resonating from the forest. It was a call riddled with pain, a voice that once belonged to Ethan. The weight of guilt settled upon Kane's shoulders like a dark cloak. He could no longer sit idle. He had to face the creature his friend had become. With resolve, Kane ventured into the woods once more, led by the tormented howls that haunted his dreams. The moon hung high, illuminating the twisted trees and casting eerie shadows on the ground. Suddenly, he came across a clearing, a hollow where the moonlight seemed to pulse, casting a celestial glow. There, in the heart of darkness, stood Ethan, transformed. His eyes, once filled with warmth and laughter, now glowed a deep, terrifying yellow. Kane's heart twisted with despair as he realized that Ethan was trapped in a nightmare, battling both the beast and his own humanity. "Ethan!" Kane cried, stepping forward, his voice trembling yet firm. "I'm here. We can find a way to break this curse." The werewolf stumbled back, confusion flickering in its monstrous gaze. In that moment, something within Ethan fought against the savage instincts, a flicker of recognition piercing through the fog of transformation. Through whispers and promises of friendship, Kane reached deep into Ethan's tormented mind, recalling shared memories, laughter, and the bond they once had. The werewolf paused, torn between its primal urges and the memories of the boy it once had been. Yet as the moon shifted in the sky, the ravenous instincts rose within Ethan once again, his monstrous howl echoing through the woods. Kane's heart sank, but he had come too far to retreat now. He knew that love and redemption came with sacrifice. He sought out a local legend about the moonstone, said to have the power to break such curses. With determination, Kane raced against time, searching for the fabled jewel among the ruins hidden within the forest. Days dwindled, and his every waking moment was consumed by frantic searches and whispers of forgotten lore. Finally, amidst the dark caverns of the woods, he found it, the shimmering moonstone, glistening under a trickle of light. Returning to the clearing, Kane held the moonstone high, its light casting ethereal rays around Ethan, who had become more beast than boy. "Ethan, this can save you." As the stone flickered with energy, the werewolf fell to its knees, a deep guttural growl rumbling from within. Kane crouched beside him, tears streaming down his cheeks. "Fight it, Ethan. Remember who you are." For a moment, the battle within. Ethan surged and crashed, the beast within roaring against the last remnants of humanity. And then, as the light from the moonstone enveloped them both, a surreal silence engulfed the clearing. As dawn broke, the sun's golden rays spilled into the forest, illuminating the scene. Kane, heart pounding, looked down to see Ethan lying there, human once more, pale and fragile. Relief swept over him, but there still lingered an air of sorrow. Ethan stirred, confusion marring his features. What happened?" Ethan whispered, disoriented. Kane embraced him tightly, though the weight of guilt remained. "It's over now, but we still have a long road ahead." Together, they left the shadows of the moonlit forest, two friends renewed by triumph, but forever marked by the horror they had survived. Though they faced an uncertain future, they had each other and a new journey to embark upon, as brothers, united against the darkness that lingered in the corners of their hearts. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this terrifying tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chilling story. Got a spooky story of your own? Drop it in the comments. We might feature it in a future video.